You just heard me play a modern style gospel bass line with a few licks that I threw in at the end of each 4 bars. Typically the pentatonic and blues scales are used a lot in gospel fills and licks, specifically the minor versions of these scales, although you can use the major versions as well. So in this lesson I'm going to break down 4 gospel licks, I'm going to show you how to play them, and I'm also going to show you the concepts behind them and how you can improvise your own licks and fills from these scales that will sound great in gospel and funk style bass lines. I'm also going to show you a simplified version of the bass line that I just played, so if you'll find that tricky to play at the moment, then you can play the simplified version and work on the licks. You can get all these licks and the bass line on the free PDF in standard notation and tab. Just go into the description below this video, click the link there, and then you'll get a free copy of the PDF. So that's really useful to work through with this lesson and when you're practicing. You can also purchase your own hard copy of the backing track that you just heard me playing to. I've put a slowed down version as well in the backing track pack. So they're really useful to practice these licks and these bass lines. So again, the link is just below this video in the description. First of all, I'm going to show you the basic rhythm behind the bass line, and you can use this for the simplified version if you struggle to play the full version. So we start with G. Okay, and I'll just let you hear that with a drum beat as well, just to give you some perspective of where the timing is. Okay, so we start on the G, and then on beat 4 we play A to B. Okay, we push to the B, which means we play it just before the beat. Okay, so we play it just the B just before beat 1. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ba-da. Okay, not 1, 2, 3. Ba-ba. Okay, ba-da. Okay, so you're playing it just before beat 1. So G, A on the 5th fret and B on the 7th fret of all of the E string. So try it with me. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the basis of that first bar. And then in the second bar, we've just got an F sharp on beat 4. So that's fret 2, and then back to the G. So bar 3 is the same as bar 1. Okay, and then you've just got a rest on bar 4. Okay, so I'll just play it for you again. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so try that with me. 3, 4. Bum. Okay, again. 4. Bum. Okay, so that's the basic rhythm and the basic bass line, the foundation for the bass line. So I've just added some extra notes, some muted notes, and just kind of to give it more rhythmic interest. So what I've done is on beat 2, I've played. Okay, that's 3 muted notes. Okay, and these are all 16th notes. So you just rest your finger lightly, or your whole hand lightly on the E string, and kind of you're going for that sound. Okay, you don't want any ringing note. You don't want a kind of harmonic, so just want this kind of percussive sound. So for that bar, it's 1. Okay. So do 1, 2, 3, 4, and you make the 4th note ring out. Okay. I'll try that slowly. 3, 4. Okay. With me? 3, 4. And again, 3, 4. Okay, you might need to practice that to get that down. You can just start it on G, move up 1 fret, so that's just a way to practice kind of that those groups of 4/16 notes. Okay, and then for the second bar, we've got an F sharp on beat 4. I've put these 16th notes in on beat 3. So we've got a hammer on. Okay, A to B. So 5 to 7 fret numbers on the E string. So we've got A, B, D, B. Okay, D, 5th fret of the A string. So hammer on. So that whole bar, remember we're coming on beat 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll do it slowly. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, so I'll play those first 2 bars. You can try it with me if you want to. 3, 4. So I'm just looping that round and round. I just noticed myself putting a few extra muted notes in as well, just to make it even more funky. Okay, so you can put these extra notes in. They're quite fun to put those in. Okay, that's it, full speed. And then the third bar. So that's a bit of a tricky rhythm there, but we're just playing G, 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 okay, G, G, so low octave and high octave, and then a muted note, and G again, so all Gs, okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and, so it actually comes in on 2 and, 1, 2, and, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, you've got that at the end of the bar. Okay, I'll just play that whole bit. So this is the first 3 bars. 3, 4. And then insert the licks, okay, that I'm going to show you in a minute. And again, try it with me if you want. 3, 4. Okay, I'll just play that a bit with the backing track, and I'll just cut where I play the lick. So you just hear those first 3 bars. If you're enjoying this lesson, then don't forget to subscribe to my Greg's Bass Shed channel here on YouTube. You can do that by pressing the red subscribe button, and if you click the bell, then you'll get notified of all my lessons as soon as they come out. So it's a good idea to click that as well. Now I'm going to show you the 4 licks, and remember these are all written down on the free PDF which you can get below this video. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, the minor, blues and pentatonic scales are really great for creating gospel licks. They have that kind of really nice gospel sound. So the first lick is actually based on the B minor blues scale. So we've got a B minor 7 on that bar, so we use the B minor blues scale. So first of all, get this minor blues scale under your fingers. Okay, we can extend the blues scale and put a few notes on top because we use those in the lick. So this is what the shape of the minor blues scale looks like. So we start on the 7th fret of the E string. extend it. Okay, we're just sort of stacking the scale on top of each other. So that if we played the same shape, we would do. Okay, we'd play that D there, but we're going to play it here, okay? Because that's where we're going to play the first lick. So run that scale a few times and make sure you've got that under your fingers. So the lick starts on this flat 5, this F. And we're going to put, when I do these licks, actually, the articulation is really important. It really gives it the sound, okay? So here we're hammer on, F to F sharp, okay? Okay, so it just uses the notes from the B minor blues scale. Okay, so remember the scale, we're just using these notes. Okay, so remember all the hammer-ons, so, and then hammer on again, and then here you can use your third finger or your full finger. I don't really use my full finger for that kind of thing, but whatever you want to use, whatever you find easiest, okay? And that comes on beat 2, so 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, so that's lick 1. Now lick 2 has got a kind of slide in it and a little bit of a shake, kind of a shake on that note. You have to kind of do that shake really fast. It's just kind of throwaway technique really, that you can kind of do it at the end, a quick shake. So it's quite a fast lick. Okay, so we're going from E to F sharp with a hammer on, and then you kind of slide up to this B right up here. Okay, that's 16th fret, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th fret. So okay, so first of all, hammer on here, F sharp, sorry, E to F sharp. Now I pluck again as I'm doing the slide, so hammer on and then I pluck again. So you're kind of plucking still on the F sharp and sliding quickly. And then we're here, 16, 14, 14, and a quick shake on there. Okay, that's, I'm kind of doing, or you can kind of go either side of the note. Okay, so each person, that will kind of sound slightly different, that shape, but when you hear it kind of at full speed with the track, it kind of makes a bit more sense, that shape. Okay. Lick number 3 is based on the B minor pentatonic scale, and that's very similar to the blues scale. The blues scale just has one extra note in it. Okay, so first of all, just try the pentatonic scale, so B pentatonic scale. Okay, now to play this lick, I'll show you why in a minute. We're going to play it in a slightly different position. This D, we're going to play here, okay? And then we're going to extend it again, because we need these notes. Okay. Okay, so practice that scale. Make sure you've got this one under the fingers as well. Now this lick here starts on the B. Okay, so that's the 9th fret of the D string. I'll play it slowly. So that's why we're playing the D there. We've got that sliding, which sounds really nice when you play it at full speed. So we've got B, E, B, just the notes from the pentatonic. Okay, so again. And we come in on after beat 2, just after beat 2. So 3, 4, 1, 2. And then you do E. At full speed. Sounds really nice, that slide, but we'll just try it a little bit slower. So 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, you might want to practice that a lot slower just to get it. Okay, it's got a really nice pentatonic flavour to it. Lick 4 is again based on the minor pentatonic scale. It's very similar actually to Lick 1, but we haven't got the kind of blues note in it, and it's a descending riff, so it's a little bit different. But again, I hope you're kind of getting the idea how easy it is to pull these licks out of the pentatonic scale and how useful the pentatonic and the blues scales are for these types of licks. Once you can play the pentatonic and blues scales over the whole fretboard, you can create your licks and fills wherever you want. It gives you a lot of freedom. You can improvise them in whatever position you're kind of playing in at that moment in the bass line. This lick 4 starts with a slide going the other way. Okay. So we're sliding from the 7th fret, which is A of the D string, 7th to 9th fret, and then 12th fret. Hammer on. And once you know this kind of pentatonic shape, your fingers just kind of go to the right notes. You kind of hear that sound. So after with a bit of experience, that kind of makes things a lot easier. You kind of know which notes are going to work. Okay, and that starts again on just after beat 2. So 3, 4, 1, 2. So try it with me. 3, 4, 1, 2. So they're the 4 licks. I'm now going to play the bass line through and put all the licks in. So it's going to be 16 bars long. So we're doing the bass line and then a lick at the end of each 4 bars. Remember that you can purchase this backing track. The link's below this video. And I've looped that round for 5 minutes. So it's really good to keep practicing round and round. And also the free PDF as well is below in the description. Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember that everything you learned in the lesson about the licks and the pentatonic scales and the blues scales you can use in any style of music. Blues, pop, rock, they all kind of work, these pentatonic and blues scales. Really, I hope I've taught you the kind of concept of how you take these licks out of these scales. You learn the scales first, and then don't always start on the root note. Start on, say, the 3rd note of the scale, or just experiment starting on different notes of the scale, and that will give you a kind of more of a melodic kind of sound. Remember that you can go ascending, going up, descending, coming down as well. I'd love to hear what you thought of this lesson. Just let me know below in the comments. If you've got any other kind of ideas that you use to create your own licks, just let me know there. I love seeing all your comments and checking those, and I'll reply to all of those. So don't forget also to subscribe to my Greg's Bass Shed channel here on YouTube, and to like this video. That really helps me out. If you felt that you got value out of this lesson, you can always buy me a $5 coffee. There's links for all of that below in the description, or you can see here a link that you can type in at the bottom of the screen. Also, go and visit my website, gbshed.com. I've got loads of free bass resources over there. I've got books, video courses, merch. You can buy caps, mugs, t-shirts. So go and have a look over there. And you can also sign up to my mailing list on the home page. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Hopefully see you very soon in the next lesson.